Whew. A little bit of pre-show action. If you hear dogs barking, I apologize. I don't like them listening to them either. Oh, we got the pod shades on today. We got the pod shades on. A great fan of mine, just kidding, a guy in my group chat was like, hey, the glasses are kind of distracting. I'm wearing them again. It's been a minute since we've been on. How's everybody doing? Mike is in the shot. I don't care. I have one lens and one body now. EOS R and the RF24 to 105. That's why you can actually see the background of my non-glorious room right now. I'm actually looking to get rid of this lens. Gonna sell it for a good price, and then hopefully just get my hands on one prime lens, and that's all I'm gonna use for hopefully the duration of the year before I get bad gas again, which is gear acquisition syndrome. Bad gas. Had that a few days ago though, you know what I mean? Protein. Got my Chick-fil-A black tea here. Totally sponsored. Totally not. But a lot of things have happened since I haven't been around here on the YouTube platforms. 2 of my last 3 videos did pretty well because it was on Canon Leaks, and then my short, I don't even know if it was posted as like an actual short, didn't do too well, but that's totally fucking fine. It's totally fine. Actually, part of the reason why I kind of felt the need to or want to shoot a podcast today was because I was if I start sweating, it's hot as shit for me. It's 88 here, and I don't have AC in the house. My photography group chat sent me a good old meme. A good old meme. Go ahead and put it up on screen right now. My first camera, and then it's my new camera, me. And that's fucking Christian Bale. It's Batman and Catwoman enjoying themselves in, like, was it Italy, France, Spain? I don't know. Oh, so I decided to bust out the old boy. My first camera, which is the Sony a6000. Not great for its time, and even more terrible now with its kit lens. And like I've always had, like, the sensor's been hella clean on it, even though I've treated this camera like garbage. And I used to have a friend that, like, she would hate that I would take the camera and, like, the lenses off all my cameras, like, aggressively and, like, not do the whole point down thing. I mean, dust would bother me if I got it on any of my sensors, but I just never have. And the R has, like, a shutter gate, so, like, I'll be alright. So I'm actually charging this bad boy to see what's on it, because I know I've never taken the memory card out in years, so that'll be fun to look at. The tape is forward because Sony likes to put those little dangle things that you connect a strap to, and they just rattle, so they were nightmares. But yeah, rant over on that. I've been gone. I visited Texas for my friend's birthday. Had a phenomenal time. I might throw some photos here and there in right here. You're probably not going to see me. You'll see a couple photos or maybe a video or something that I'll rip off my friend Adrian, because he can shoot real video, and I'm dog shit at it. So we shall see. That was hella fun. I definitely want to go again. But we shall see with this Delta variant. I saw another good meme. I'll go ahead and put it up on screen right now for my Star Wars fans out there. You feel? Really much going on. I'm just trying to post more in a very big creative rut for photography in general. Like this camera, I probably haven't charged it in months, and it's half battery, so it's just been sitting there decharging on my shelf out there. My hair is long as fuck. Jesus. I gotta get it cut. I gotta do something about it. But I mean, let's be real. No one's here for my looks. Oh, I'm actually looking to get rid of this lens, and I don't know. I either want like a 50 or a 35 again. I've been selling and buying a lot of lenses. I should be making videos on these lenses that I pick up for pretty cheap, but like I usually always have them sold by the time I actually acquire them. So it's kind of hard to make videos on those. Had a lot of good 70-200s. Had a 35mm, which you guys know about that. I think I'll probably get one of those again just for the 1.4. And because I hate zoom lenses. There's, like, don't get me wrong, this lens is really good. The one that I'm using right now, it's sharp. It can do everything fucking good, but it can't do, like, anything great, if you know what I mean. Definitely, like, if you want to pick up a zoom lens, this is the one to buy. Like 800 used, 1100 new. F4 is good enough, I guess. Honestly, it's phenomenal. But I just want something that's gonna, like, try to make me think. Or like my friend Adrian in Texas, well, when he came down to visit us, it was in Austin. He's up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So he drove down to see us, and he only had the 50, well, both lenses that I sold him, actually, which is the 50mm 1.2 and the 35 1.4 version 2. And he rolled with the 35 throughout the whole weekend with just the 35 on it. And I was like, damn, that's awesome. Like, he's not worried about, oh, what if I can't zoom in, or what if I can't reach this, reach that, reach this, that, and the other. Like, the fact that I think of that, you know? And I'm like, you know what? He's phenomenal at what he does. I'm dog shit at what I do. But like, I'm able to get my hands on good gear because I do flip it. I don't hold on to it very long. So I think I will pick up another Canon 35 or a Canon 50 and then just only stick with that. And then that'll be my setup for the rest of the year. Even if I don't have IS, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't really shoot much video anyways. And anything that I do, I could just set up on this little VidSummit switch pod thing that all the YouTubers were pushing about 2-3 years ago. I think mine actually came from Jason Vong, one of those guys. There's Jason Vong, and then there's the other guy. They're always like friends. They're always hanging out, kind of. And he got this tripod from VidSummit. Fun fact, I've never had a tripod in my photographing career. I would rather buy gear than like actual shit that can help me, you know? Gave it to my friend David. And then David gave it to me as a gift one time when he came down. And it was cool. I mean, yeah, name dropped, but whatever. I'm sure no one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm shooting on right now. And that's what I want to do. Instagram. I've been lagging on Instagram. I've just been lagging creatively altogether. And I need to push myself to get out of that posting, because this is what I do want to do. I do want to do YouTube videos, whether it be like talking head shit like this, like Noel. What's his name? Miller? What's his name? Miller. And who's the other guy? Who? Oh, Cody Coe. Yeah. Any like commentary shit like this. Vlogs every once in a while. I mean, I do have some Texas videos shot, and I'll steal footage and maybe put it together in a video. Had a phenomenal time, like I said. Also, I had a comment from one of my viewers. Let's try to find it. I think I have it saved under favorites because I really liked how he said it. Okay, so I'm gonna read this guy's comment. Wolf Tick Videos. Shout out. Wolf Tick Videos. I enjoy that you actually seem like to believe in me and stuff like that. Not sure if it's something you would have covered or would like to. I would love to hear your opinions on what alternative lenses someone can buy new that would take place of our mount that are lenses that are unavailable or way overpriced. I'm not really the strongest at reading out loud. I'm a fucking photographer. Like, what do you want from me? I get what you're going through, but man, you have to find a way to push yourself through it because it's part of the job. It may not be your thing, but how about vlogging yourself? Definitely. Scouting locations and then filming or photographing, and then follow up in a video of actually doing the filming or photographing. That actually is a really fucking amazing idea. And I will be probably starting a series or doing that for San Diego, because obviously this is where I'm from, and I don't know any big YouTubers from San Diego. I mean, unless they're out there, I don't know. Just something to try to break out of the slump. Remember, you want this to be your job, so you gotta quit calling in sick so much. Agreed, 100%. What this guy said was all facts. And yeah, this video of me shit posting this, and I'll cut it up and make me seem less dumb. That's definitely what I'm going to be doing. And as for RF mount glass, you're not going to find faster, better, sharper glass anywhere. Fucking Atme, Sony, Nikon, Leica. What's that stupid other brand? Fuji. Yeah, Fuji. That's for you, Neto and Manny. All jokes though. Whatever makes you happy. You're not going to find better glass. I've had the top of line 50 1.2, and that's pretty much it for like the big RF line. And I couldn't imagine what like the new 35 is going to be. The 85 must be phenomenal. One lens that I really want is the 28-70 f2. Like, I want all the RF glass. Who the fuck doesn't? But is it very expensive? Yes. I mean, I got my last 50mm at a deal, the 1.2 RF at $1,450. I was able to talk the guy down, and it is what it is. But I've already sold that. Like I said, I do. So let's just say you buy that lens for like a crazy $1,800, which I've seen them go for that. You could literally buy a 51.2. Not going to be as sharp, this, that, or the other. You know, you're buying older glass. But you could also reinvest that other $1,000 into something else. Like maybe you wanted an 85. You could have two prime lenses for the price of one RF prime lens. They are very expensive, but if you can afford to maintain to have one, and like if it's your one, like if you're really passionate, like if you have a hobby, there is no problem putting money into your hobby. Go for it. I hope you do so. I mean, hobbies are kind of money pits, but what are you gonna do? Make all your money and not spend any of it? Not gonna have fun? Like live a little. Don't be a robot. But yes, they are very expensive unless you're a working professional where you're shooting daily and you have like gigs booked. But for the rest of us, where you're maybe semi-pro, like a prosumer, a weekend warrior, and you're in the RF line, your best investment is going to be a control mount adapter. Or no, sorry, the RF-TF adapter. I have the control ring one, which is far superior than the normal one. So I still have all my control rings. My first thing, if you want like alternatives to RF glass that's usually not on the market yet due to COVID and delays and everything, 100% buy used. People are selling used RF glass all the time. There's literally in my area a 15 to 35, a 24 to 70, a 70 to 200, a 51.2. They're all RF glass and they're all $300-$400 off. And if you add the tax, you're getting like $500 off. If you don't want to go RF glass, honestly, EF glass, even though it's for an older mount and DSLRs are dead and dying, I don't care what you say, they're dying. It's okay. Like I guarantee someone out there could kick my ass with the Rebel series camera that's a DSLR, but it's a dying breed. It's gonna be like gas cars in 20 years, dying breed. Like it is what it is. Definitely EF glass, whatever it is, whether it be Proline. I don't really have too much experience with regular lenses from Canon, like the regular EF lenses. I've only had the 18 to 135 EFS, and that's pretty, and the 10 to 18 EFS, I've only had those. But like the 51.2, it's not as sharp. It's a little bit slower. It has really bad purple fringing, like around the corners. I forgot what it's called. But it's a style. It looks different than when you shoot on a regular 51.2 RF. Sigma EF glass, because Canon hasn't given them the rights to use the RF mount yet, is a really good alternative. They're sharp, they're fast, but my only thing is Sigma can be a little wonky with their autofocus. It'll back and forward focus, and then it'll sometimes just bug out, and like everything will be blurry. Now, I've never used Sigma glass on an R system camera or even like an R6 or an R5 that has superior autofocus in every aspect. But there's also not really many videos of people talking about that on the internet right now, which if you guys would like, I will hunt down a 35 to play with it and let you know what my honest thoughts are. Like with this camera right here, the autofocus hasn't bugged out once. Maybe the IS a little bit, because sometimes when I move, it'll wobble a little bit. But that's because when you're locked off on a tripod, I'm too lazy to turn off the IS. But for sure, any type of used glass, the EF 50mm 1.2, the regular 50mm, amazing on this camera. I dropped a poll on Instagram saying, "Oh, did I take this with a professional 50, a really expensive one, or a cheap 50?" Most of the people on my Instagram aren't photographers, but they all thought it was a very expensive, like $2,000 lens that I took it on. No, it was the $60 used EF 1.8 mount lens that I bought. And that just goes to show you who your clientele is. Like, your clientele isn't other photographers, like, really. It's mostly just people that think, oh, that looks better than an iPhone. Because it usually does, even with Instagram compression. So I would 100% say used market of any kind EF glass, even RF glass. But specifically EF glass, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. Obviously, not as good technology, but that's if you buy state of the art, you're going to pay state of the art. And I encourage you to buy used EF glass and just slap an adapter on it. It works just as well. Get you weather sealed stuff like you always do. And that's what I do. I only buy weather sealed stuff. So like, not that I'm ever in the rain, but like if I'm ever caught in the rain, it's like, it's weather sealed. So, I appreciate the comment after this long little, I don't like the word rant, but whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I appreciate you, Wolf Tick Videos. You are 100% right. I'm going to stop calling in sick. And I hope I helped you out on, like, the problem with the RF glass. Yeah, it is. It's pricey, but you're paying, like, let's just say RF glass has been on the market for, like, let's just say 3 years. I know it's maybe been a little bit longer, but they haven't put out the pro stuff. It's been like 3 years. In this time frame, you're going to pay top dollar because the lenses are brand new. Like, if I were to go buy a 50 mil, I think the 50 mil EF 1.2 came out in 2005 or something around there, and it's still like $800 used, $700 used on the market, depending on where you buy and sell. And that lens came out a while ago. So if you buy an RF glass that's expensive, it's not going to drop any value unless you are just impatient and like sell it to someone for a good deal. I mean, it happens. We all do that. But 100%, hunt down that EF glass. There's a bunch of it, and some people are fully upgrading, and then there's a lot of people always jumping systems here and there, thinking like the grass is greener. And so people will go full on sell their whole fleet of lenses, you know? But yeah, Sigma, I can't vouch for any other companies like Tamron or Samyang or any of them because I don't really believe in buying them because I'm sure there's people that do. I mean, the only third-party company I would trust is Sigma because it's that sharp. Yet again, like I said, that autofocus. I got rid of it when I had a 6D Mark II and it was a 35 mil, and it would just bug out sometimes. And sometimes, like making videos like this, it would just bug out and you can't use it. Can't use it. Tea break, okay? How many of these videos am I going to make? Like me returning to YouTube. I gotta cut it out. Alright, so that is, I can't really think of much more to ramble on. This video has been pretty long. But yeah, it's Friday night. You guys go enjoy yourself, whether you vaxxed and waxed or not. Do you? I don't really give a fuck what you do. Like, honestly, I don't give a fuck. You're a free person. Do you? Well, if you're here in the good old USA, you're free. But yeah, do you have a good Friday night tonight? I don't really plan on going out. I plan on going to the gym because the vibes are immaculate at the gym. Making slow progress on that. I'm not where I want to be, but I don't feel like I'll be there for a couple years because I do want to change my body completely. The vibes are good at a Friday night gym. Maybe someone that lasted this long in the video can agree with me that Friday night gym vibes. There's some good fucking vibes, alright? Alright, you guys have a good night. I will be editing this and posting it. Hopefully it goes up soon. But yeah, I will catch you guys later.